Welcome back. Previously, we have used an example to look at how we can solve for a quadratic equation using the method of completing the square. My name is Nanaya Wedu, and you can call me Senana. Remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get all videos on time. In this lesson, we want to consider another example on how we can solve for quadratic equations using the method of completing the square. Now, let's consider the example. So the example says that solve by completing the square, the equation x squared plus 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, let's consider how we can solve this question. So basically, to solve the question, we must be able to identify the equation that we are solving. So the equation is x squared, right? So we have x squared plus 6x, right, plus 2 is equal to 0. So we know that the first step is to ensure that the coefficient of the x squared is 1. And in this case, it's 1. So we move the constant, which is x squared plus 6x is equal to negative 2. Then we pick the coefficient of the x, which is a 6, multiplied by half, right? So that gives us 3. We square it, and then we add it to both sides of the equation. So we are going to have x squared plus 6x, right? So plus 3 all squared, right? And that is equal to negative 2, right? Plus 3 all squared. So we've added what we have gotten, right? Where we multiply the coefficient of the x by half, and then we square it, we add it to both sides of the equation. Now that we have done that, let us go through the process, right? So we can write this as x, and then we write what's in the bracket, which is plus 3 all squared is equal to, let's simplify the right hand side of the equation, minus 2 plus 3 squared gives us 9. So we have x plus 3 all squared is equal to minus 2 plus 9 gives us 7. So we take the square root of both sides so that we can take out the square. So we are going to have x plus 3, right, is equal to square root of 7. So we can write this as what? X is equal to negative 3 plus or minus square root of 7. So therefore, the values of x will be x is equal to negative 3 plus square root of 7, or x is equal to negative 3 minus square root of 7. So the values of x would basically be decimals, right? Or we can leave it the set form like this, minus 3 plus square root of 7 as one value of x, and then minus 3 minus square root of 7 as another value of x. So basically, we've gone through the process of solving for a quadratic equation using the method of completing the square. And we have seen that for the method of completing the square, we must go through the steps of ensuring that first and foremost, the coefficient of the x square is 1, right? Then we move the constant across the equal sign. Then we take the coefficient of the x, multiply by half, and then we square the results and add it to both sides of the equation. Then we simplify the equation to get the values of x. In our next lesson, we want to consider how we can determine the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Remember to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next lesson.